So Rick, how many people does it take to make a Super Bowl commercial?
4.
4. Is that how many licks it takes to get to the center of Tootsie Roll Pop?
That's exactly the same number licks it takes to the center of Tootsie Roll Pop. That's actually a very funny analogy. It takes as many people, because everybody's different, right? Every production is different. So there's not an answer. It can be 15, it can be 200. You know, people ask me, how much does a video cost? And I always think that's a crazy question, but they don't know it's a crazy question because they don't know the answer. Which
people
is why
ask the
they're
same
asking.
thing about web design or copywriting,
Right.
and like, well, we need more information.
Right. Is it a 3-day shoot? Is it a 10-day shoot? Does it require special equipment? Does it require locations? Does it require... These are all things that go into it. You know, you don't just ask the builder, how much does the kitchen cost?
Right.
You know, if they give you an answer, it's like, well, what if I want this floor? Or what if I want this kind of cabinet? What if I want this kind of countertop? I need this kind of appliances. It all changes. So video is the same way. What it takes is what it takes. But typically on a Super Bowl spot, which is like most other big national brand spots, it requires a full crew. And you know, a lot of times you're shooting in LA, you're shooting on location for that location specifically. And it can be, the people in front of the camera can be one person, but there may be 30 people behind the camera. And they've all got something to do because they've all specialized. They all know what they're doing.
Right. It's a very highly specialized crew. So what are some of the roles you've held on Super Bowl shoots?
So I have been a set dresser on Super Bowls, on 1 or 2 spots. I was a prop master on a whole bunch, and I was an art director on quite a few. So that's kind of moving up the ranks, sort of within the art department. But what that means is the prop master, he's the guy in the hot seat. You deal with all the product, all the physical effects that are there, wind, snow, rain, fog, smoke, all that stuff. And you deal with everything the actors touch. And the product. And the product. So when you got to make that Pepsi glass look perfect, that's the prop guy who does that. Because you got your whole arsenal of spritzers, sprays, fake ice cubes, you know, I can't remember the silicone that we used, but you add water to it, and you literally, with the tweezers, you put each little piece of broken ice on the outside of the glass so that it hits the light just right and shimmers. I mean, you're talking microscopic size. But these are the things that you're paying the pros to do. So how many people does it take? It takes a prop guy, and usually on a shot like that, I've got 2 assistants. If you're shooting us sitting here, we don't have a whole crew behind us.
No.
This is really pretty simple. So how many people does it take? It really varies.
Depends on what your goals are.
Depends on your goals, depends on your budget, depends on the complexity of the shots you're trying to do. You know, we're all familiar with the Dollar Shave Club, and that was done with a very minimal crew. But they had a warehouse that was given to them. They had somebody who had already directed, somebody who had already shot commercials. They had a talented crew, not just any crew. And they were able to make it work. And they were able to plan it out based on all these factors. So that was a very clever way.
And why do we all know the Dollar Shave Club?
You don't know the Dollar Shave Club commercial? The very first one? Oh my gosh. And I think it was a Super Bowl spot. But it put them on the map. The guy comes out and he smashes through the walls and he's in the cart and he does all this funny stuff. Hey, look Dollar Shave Club up on YouTube. It's a really funny spot. It's well done. But that was done with a minimal crew.
Okay.
But the Budweiser spots are not.
Right.
The Taco Bell spots are not. You know, they're done with large crews to get the results that you need to get. You know, when you're doing smoke or fog or dust, because they're 3 different things, in a barn, you need to have all that stuff. You need to have people that know how to use that stuff to get the right effect, because smoke is not smoke. There's different types of smoke, there's different densities of smoke. You control the wind, you have a fan to control the wind. You have to deal with Mother Nature, you have to deal with the timing of things. There's all this little nuances. And a bigger crew knows how to do that. The smaller crews, while they may know how to do that, they don't have the time or the budget to do that.
That makes sense. So, how big does your crew need to be? Well, depends on your complexity of your video.
Yeah. So, bigger isn't always better, but bigger works.
Cool.